Today is Thursday, August 12th, 2021. This is DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Coming up, we go deep on night one of the Knoxville Nationals, including results and who's in a good spot for Saturday. We also preview tonight's North-South weekend opener for the Lucas Late models, talk about the Super DIRTCar Series at Orange County, and Tyler Erb has been reinstated. Before we dive in, if you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe to the show, leave a review, and hit those follow and notification buttons depending on where you consume this. Make sure to follow at DIRTRACKR on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And don't forget, DIRTRACKR.com has a bunch more cool dirt racing stuff. Now let's get going. The first of two Knoxville Nationals prelim nights is in the books, and suddenly things are looking very similar to 2019 for David Gravel. The defending champion is off to nearly the same start in 2021 at the Nationals as he got off to in 2019. Both years he won the Capitani Classic, and both years he won his prelim night feature from the 6th starting position. The difference is he's driving for a different team now. His prelim night in 2019 was Thursday, not Wednesday, and he won the Cappy from 3rd in 2019. This year it was from 5th. But either way, Gravel and his Todd Quiring-owned Big Game Motorsports team have done just about everything they've needed to do so far. The name of the game on these prelim nights is getting into that feature from your heat race with the inverts. The drivers that qualified towards the front and were able to get inside those transfer spots all ended up pretty high in the points, including Donnie Schatz, Gio Scelzi, Gravel, and James McFadden. Gio is the high point man after night one, thanks to a P2 in qualifying, a 4th in his heat, and finishing 2nd in the night's feature. The rest of the top 8 in the points includes Donnie Schatz, Gravel, Schuhart, Brooke Tatnall, McFadden, Justin Henderson, and Justin Peck. The top 16 in combined points from the two nights are locked into Saturday's feature, so you'd figure that at least the top 5 here are pretty much good to go. McFadden, Henderson, and Peck are all separated by only 1 point, so it could get tight there depending on what happens tonight. That should mean Brooke Tatnall is good to go, which is pretty cool, I think. He was quick time last night, which was his first Nationals quick time of his career. Pretty neat for a guy that's made a ton of laps around Knoxville. Logan Schuhart also did a hell of a job to get up into the mix after not making the transfer through his heat race. He won the B main and then drove from 21st up to 7th to grab hard charger last night. One driver who had a brutal night last night was Hunter Schoenberg. That team appeared to have engine issues, and the 55 was never really on track except for a brief appearance during hot laps. He'll have to come back strong on Friday night. And if you want a demonstration of the desperation that happens during an event like the Knoxville Nationals, look no further than Scott Boguski in the B main. The battle for the transfer was on between Dodd and Dowd and Roger Crockett, and with just a few laps left, Boguski went full send into turn 1 and tried to get past both guys. Instead, though, he ramped off the berm and nearly wiped out several cars. I don't think it was a move that was really going to stick, but I certainly applaud Boguski for the effort. For the night's feature, I don't think I would have predicted the front 2 rows to consist of Zeb Wise, Justin Henderson, Justin Peck, and Josh Boffman at the start of the day. It was nice to see some other guys in the mix, though, and racing up towards the front. Unfortunately for Wise, after leading lap 1, he had issues near halfway while running in the top 5 and was pushed to the work area trailing oil. He'll also have to come back on Friday night. Through much of the feature, local favorite Justin Henderson was in control, but Gravel was able to work his magic through lap traffic and run Henderson down, taking the lead with just 4 laps to go. Scelzi and Schatz also nipped Henderson late, but Justin should be right on the edge of a guaranteed feature start for Saturday. As for Donnie Schatz, he got a lot of praise last night for his performance. He went 7th to 3rd in the feature and looked really fast. He'll no doubt be a serious threat on Saturday night for his possible 11th Knoxville win. Looking down through the points, drivers from 9th to 13th will have a shot at a B main start on Saturday night, and that group from last night includes Danny Dietrich, Josh Boffman, Spencer Baston, Corey Eliason, and Sheldon Hodenshield. Other drivers that will need to try and make something happen on Friday that were outside of that in the points include Kyle Reinhardt, Jason Sides, Anthony Macri, Tim Schaefer, Lucas Wolf, and Mark Dobmeyer. For tonight, we're going to do it all over again. The other half of the field gets their chance to try and snag a spot in Saturday's big show, including drivers like Kyle Larson, Brad Sweet, Carson Macedo, Tyler Courtney, and many more. Hot laps, again, are scheduled for 7:15 p.m. Central Time tonight. It's been a few weeks since the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series was in action, but they are back for a big weekend at Florence Speedway starting tonight. The North-South Shootout is on the docket for today, which will pay $10,000 to the winner before action shifts into the North-South 100 Friday and Saturday. Saturday night's 100-lap main event pays a cool $50,000 to the winner. Tim McCready enters as the series points leader over Jonathan Davenport and Hudson O'Neal. In the last race at I-80, McCready's second place finish extended what was previously a shrinking advantage in the standings. The gap back to Superman is currently 150 now, with O'Neill another 10 back. Davenport will be looking to build off the momentum from the USA Nationals win last weekend at Cedar Lake with the Outlaws to try and gain some ground. McCready was the winner of the North-South 100 last season, so you know he can get it done this weekend for sure. But Davenport has had past success at Florence as well. He won the event in 2015 and earlier this season grabbed a podium finish and led some laps at Florence in May. Chris Madden, Ricky Weiss, and Bobby Pierce are all recent event winners. The Outlaws are off this weekend, so car counts should be strong. It'll be interesting to see if any guys skip out on the Summer Nationals races this weekend to instead race at Florence for the big money. It does sound like Nick Hoffman won't be racing in his modified this weekend, instead choosing to continue driving Scott Bloomquist's late model while he is out. Not that it matters that much, though, because he's already going to win the Modified Nationals Championship anyway. I'd also keep an eye on Kyle Bronson over the next few nights. He won the big money at I-80 a few weeks ago and dang near won the USA Nationals with the Outlaws last weekend. We'll see if he can keep the speed going. One driver we won't see at Florence is Chris Ferguson. Fergie tested positive for COVID this week and is sitting out the event. Hopefully he gets well soon. Looking at who's hot with the series, nobody has been on a super incredible streak the previous 5 races. Stormy Scott actually tops all drivers in average finish over the last 5 races, currently sitting at 7.2. Davenport leads all drivers with 6 wins in 2021, while McCready tops both the top 5 list and top 10 list. Modifieds are also on the schedule for tonight, with grandstands opening at 5:30 and racing starting at 7:30. And if you are interested in the Knoxville Nationals or Lucas late models tonight, the Super DIRTCar Series is another option for something to watch. They take on the Orange County Fair Speedway in New York for the $10,000 to win Centennial 102. Stuart Friesen is the current series point leader and the most recent winner back last week at Canandaigua. He'll be looking for win number 6 of the season at the track operated by his car owner, Chris Larson. Matt Shepard, Peter Britton, Mike Mahaney, and Matt Williamson make up the rest of the top 5 in the standings. Williamson, who is the defending series champion, is trying to climb back into the title fight as he's 142 points out. And Orange County could be a good place to keep that going. He's the defending Centennial 100 race winner. Hot laps get underway at 6:30 p.m. Eastern tonight, with racing starting at 7. Following his year-long suspension and completion of steps outlined in his penalty, Tyler Erb has been reinstated by the World of Outlaws and DIRTCar. Erb was suspended last season at the USA Nationals for turning his car around backwards on the track to retaliate against Bobby Pierce, among other violations. Per a series release, Erb can return to competition beginning September 1st, quote, provided he applies for a DIRTCar license, unquote. That would mean Erb will be eligible to race the World 100 at Eldora, which gets underway on Wednesday, September 8th. Erb has been racing full-time with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series this season. He's currently 5th in the point standings with 4 wins and 15 top 10s in 27 starts. There are 9 shows on the streaming schedule for today, headlined by the Knoxville Nationals' second prelim night on Dirt Vision. Super DIRTCar Series is also on Dirt Vision from the Orange County Fair Speedway. Flow Racing has weekly racing from Kossuth County, and another night of action from the Action Track USA. MAV TV Plus has the opening night of the North-South weekend at Florence, and Speed Sport has races from Why Not, Victory Lane, and Sunset. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Hope you have a good Thursday. If you have thoughts about the topics on today's show, please leave them in the comments below or tweet at me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more DIRTRACKR Daily.